Welcome back to the Live and Let Fly podcast. I'll make a deal with you all.
Oh.
If you live, I'll let you fly right off of this planet. What do you say?
Yes,
Into
please.
the sunset?
From the ocean?
Well, here's the thing, though, Emily. Sunsets only happen planet side.
Y'all have to ruin everything.
If we fly into the sunset, we will eventually fly out of said sunset.
No, you just get up there and you spin your ship around. Then you get a sunset every like 8 minutes.
Or no, you just follow it.
Yeah, that's it, man. Always be chasing that sun. But to answer your question, Zach, okay, good. Yes. We'll do that.
Yeah.
We'll just do that.
Couple of things
accept any deal from Zach that is if you survive.
If you survive. Oh, I'm scared now. I'm scared now. Heath has been badgering Zach, and I'm like, take it out.
I want to bring out the beast.
Before we even hit record, he's calling me a soft GM.
Ooh.
And
I never said those words.
You implied it.
It was implied. It was the implication.
The AW was implied.
No. It's just that right now, of all times, is maybe the worst time to taunt me, because like I would say in like 97% of episodes, I would have absolutely no way to exact revenge on you.
You fool!
He now has a tool set.
It just so happens tonight.
Well,
I got the tools.
Well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, my
I'm coming
response
for
is
you, Heath.
the same that yours was before the show. Keep that energy, bro.
I would.
Listeners, everything's going great over here.
Yeah. I was wondering who I was going to bully, you know what I mean? And now I know.
I mean, you say that, it's still going to be me.
Yeah, he's going to be up in melee range. I'm going to be shooting you from 70 feet away.
Zach, I do want to say, though, you really going to target the cinnamon roll of this crew?
No, he's targeting me. It's not. Just to be clear.
See, this is one of those karmic things. Like, Heath has wrought this upon the cinnamon roll.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Pour his to you.
Heath just poured mustard all over his cinnamon roll.
Oh, no.
Mustard on the roll, yo.
Yeah.
I like both of those things separately.
Put them together. Put them in your mouth.
Well, what have y'all thought about book 3? Huh? Have you enjoyed Waterworld?
I have.
Been damp.
It's been damp.
I will say that the storyline of book 3 has been much more appealing to me. Mm-hmm. Just because like it makes sense. And I don't mean that as shade on book 2, but like it's clear what we're doing and what our objective is. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
Book 2 had a lot of fun things. Man, book 2 is long too. Like there was a lot that went down.
Like this book's been long though.
It has, but it's felt so cohesive that it hasn't felt like we've done like 15 bajillion things.
Yeah.
You know, like we've been on target pretty much the whole time. Now, where did it start? We started with the noodles, right?
Yes. Actually, you had a couple of side jobs that you did, right, for Scarlin Niz.
All right, so we did the tunnel walk with the Electrovores, right? We did that, and then we did the ships that were all connected.
Yes,
by
the flotilla or whatever. That that they're not leshies. What were they?
The Raxalites.
Raxalites, indeed. That was a hot
cool.
minute.
I like that.
Yeah, and then we flew out to Enthia, right?
Flew out to Enthia, right?
Yeah, Enthia.
And you met a business
Doing
dragon.
business thing.
Ran into the crew of the Winter Morn. Business dragon, writing emails, making money on top of the ball. Business dragon, having meetings, wearing a suit, not awkward at all. May or may not have committed atrocious crimes in the process.
We got forced into helping some idiots before we landed.
Just life.
You know,
Yes. Yeah. The blockade negotiation. That was fun. Then you went on the 3-hour tour in the Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, that was some good character stuff, and then I really enjoyed the flooding lab. I know it was a little grindy,
That
but
was the
like
one
it was
part of
cool.
the whole book I didn't much care for.
Well, considering what you were doing as as Tia.
I was doing important work. I just didn't find it that fun.
Right. Yeah, you just weren't mobile. Yeah. But like for real, it had like everything, I think it had a great message. It had a lot of urgency. It had a lot of action. It was definitely, there was romance, the whole will they, won't they.
Romance.
Yeah. And I mean, like, so, I mean, so far, I've been here for it. My favorite part was Gadget tongue punching the pink stone,
That's a good sentence.
Yeah.
It's a brand new sentence.
John and I were talking about this, I think yesterday, just kind of recapping some of the stuff we had gone through. And I think the flooding thing, like, the mechanics were a little sloggy, just as those mechanics tend to be. So that's just the nature of the beast with that. But I think, like, Hestia was isolated from everybody, doing important work. But I think that, like, I expected, once we went in there and I figured out kind of that was what was going on, I think at first I was like, oh, I'm going to get to, like, take this submersible or whatever, like, outside of the ship and, like get to go and pilot it and stuff. And it was like, like remotely piloting it was not what I thought it was going to be, like it was still doing important work and was like, I'm glad that Hestia narratively was the one that did it. But I think
Expectations are the thief of joy, Heath.
I mean, sure.
I thought that was
I agree with
killer.
you, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I thought there was going to be like a map for it for like outside the ship,
Well, I have positive feelings about this book, but I reserve the right to change that based on how this last part goes.
This last part.
Good call.
Very understandable. I can't hold that against you.
So, Zach, I will say regarding the death thing, I'm not taunting you. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to let you know that I will not be mad at you if my character dies. So I don't want you to feel like you got to take your foot off the gas.
Same.
If the situation comes for it.
Yeah.
That being said, we are kind of at that level where it's pretty difficult to die as a Starfinder character. I mean, I am a little low on resolve, and I'm about to be a little lower when we take a short rest here. So, there's a little worry there, I'll say, because we're at the level where you have to have, I believe, it's a quarter or a third of your resolve to.
Thought it was a quarter. But I'm the worst at this game, so don't listen to me.
Yeah. But yeah, I've liked it. I think you've been doing a good job with it, given all the kind of crazy stuff that you've had to manage,
Well, thanks.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.
What do I do?
No, I mean, I just kind of wanted to kind of gauge where your heads were all at going into this.
It's 1 quarter to stabilize with resolve, so that means it'll take us 2, or at least me 2.
I'm sorry. Does that mean that I was right?
It does. You did it.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool for me. Dear diary. Fucking did it.
You can finally check that box off.
I recalled a minimal thing from this game I've played for 6 years. No, I'm into it, Zach. I'm ready. I too, like Adam, am not trying to taunt you, but also the fun of the game for me is knowing that we might not make it out.
Okay.
It is possible that Gadget could tongue punch his last beam.
Damn.
All right.
Now, you can't kill Gadget.
Yeah, that's
off the table.
I do believe there would be a revolt, honestly.
I mean, everybody go hungry.
It's true. It's true.
I know Vincent.
We'll all die. We'll all
mostly
die if you kill Gadrick. What are you thinking, Zach? Did you enjoy book 3?
Absolutely, yeah. I've been looking forward to this book for a long time.
Did it live up to your hopes and dreams? Because I know you've been telling me you've been looking forward to it for a while.
I guess so. I mean, I guess it depends on how many of y'all I kill going into this final fight.
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
You see, expectation is the father of disappointment.
Well, all right. So I hear you. I hear y'all. You know, I will absolutely be extremely ruthless as we go into this. I don't think that you'll actually like it once we get into it. But
Well, let's not be too hasty now.
but y'all are setting the expectation here, and I will try to live up to that. So,
Well, before we do that, then, can we get a short rest?
okay.
The ruthlessness begins.
I don't think you can.
No, don't be cheap, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to be cheap. You are still in the Pinkstone Cavern, essentially. You can absolutely...
We are not in the Pinkstone
You're not in the
Cavern.
Pinkstone Cavern.
No, we flew. We swam across the Shadow
I
Sea,
just
and
looked
we're
at that map.
we're in the bones of whatever giant leviathan
Yes.
we
Bone
found.
zone.
Okay.
Bone
all right.
Bone
zone.
Yeah.
See,
If
we'll be fine.
anybody needs to spend a resolve point,
I am
take
going
a
to
short
do that.
rest.
Yes.
I will denote the 10 minutes that you took to do this.
Okay. Okay.
For every minute that you take, 5 little Aglian children die, but that's okay.
Jesus
Y'all-
Christ, dude.
Oh, that kind of ruthless. I thought this was just going to be like physical damage kind of thing.
No, he's gonna punish you in other ways.
There are things worse than death, ladies and gentlemen.
He's got like multiple cutscenes planned for each one of us in between every round, just reliving your worst childhood memories.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Oh man. Okay. Just a heads up, guys. I am down like 5 out of 9 resolve. Oof.
That's
Which is
fine.
okay. It's okay.
That's fine.
Just don't use any more resolve.
Just don't.
Just don't.
Okay. I won't.
In case you get close to death, you're covered.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I've got 4 out of 7, so
Okay.
not exactly topped off.
7 out of 7.
I would like to offer you, if you do not have
An egg in this trying time?
In this economy,
this economy, you think I got eggs to give away?
Sorry.
No,
I'm sorry.
best I can do is Pinkstone.
No. I'll give you some money, but I can have eggs.
you don't got enough money for eggs.
See my problem.
No, if you do not, if you're not capped on dirty 30s, everyone can take a dirty 30. If you have more than 3, then you have plenty. So,
But I could have one more. I could have 5.
There's no
You could
limit
have
to how high
5?
numbers could go.
I have
I-
4.
then you don't get.
But what about
have
7,
5.
boss?
if you have?
I'll be hoarding.
If you have, if you have 3 or more, you do not get one.
Oh.
If you have less than that, you get one.
Nice,
All right.
I've got
Are we
2.
clear?
Yep.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
3 is the highest number.
3 is the highest number.
But what about
is right
4,
out.
boss?
4 is right out.
All right. I'm topped off on at 3.
Okay.
Yeah,
right.
with the one I am receiving, I'll go to 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, for what it's worth, I do have my D30 at the ready. So
Nice.
Excellent.
I will forget
proud
to
of you.
use them, or I might save them because I might need them later.
That's what you should do it for. Forget about it now. Use it when you need it.
I think if you've got above 3, like you're required to use one tonight. You have
Yeah.
to use
No,
one.
I will be. I'm gonna be spinning.
I think you're gonna want to. I just have a
see.
I just have a feeling you're gonna want to. Okay. Let me proceed with the kind of outset of this. So, you all gather your things, your pink stone, right? You've all got your bulk of pink stone that you've harvested, and you make your way to where you believe that this harvester is going to be. You move into, the seaweed forests, right? And you can feel the magic that kind of permeates throughout this forest, radiates throughout the forest. As you start approaching, you notice the kicked up dust and sand and just general mayhem that this harvester is carving as it moves through the forest. As you're moving through the seaweed, you can make your way up to this harvester. Now, this thing is big. It's huge. I mean, it's absolutely a massive piece of machinery. It looks like a giant tank crawling along the seafloor. It's got 4 arms, articulated arms, with like saw blades and clamps on them, and it's just mowing down magical seaweed. Now, the good part about this is while you're inside of the seaweed forest, everyone has concealment. It's under the effects of concealment.
Regular concealment or total concealment?
Regular concealment. Not
that 20%.
That 20% mischance.
Super concealment.
And like I said, you can also feel the magic in the air. You know what I mean? You're not sure what kind of effects this might have, but you can definitely feel that you're in an area of increased magical resonance. Does that make sense?
It's like the magical version of crackling with electricity.
So, my question to you all is, how would you like to approach the harvester? Right? Your goal is to shut this thing down. And I just want to kind of give you some ideas about ways that you can shut this thing down, right? Obviously, you can use the pink stone. Anybody can use 1 bulk of pink stone, and along with a mysticism check, you can try to use it to disrupt the harvester's delicate sensors. Okay? Now that does expend that bulk of pink stone.
And how much is 1 pink stone bulk worth? 1,000 credits?
Yes.
It's expensive.
Let's see if there's another way.
Because I know we've got some stashed away, like
2,000 credits per
each.
bulk. Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. How much does this
You
job
buy
pay?
an egg.
You buy
I
one
mean,
egg.
one, just one.
Yeah, 1 egg.
Just a singular in the Starfinder universe for sure.
And just to remind me, this is not a contracted thing that we're getting paid for, is it?
No, sir.
The Aglians? No. In fact, we're actively working against the corporations.
No, I'm
here,
aware
like-
of that. It's
yeah.
just I'm sitting here thinking Josh Brain, thinking not Gadrick, but Josh Brain sitting here thinking like, man, that much pink stone and they're not paying us?
Okay, so some of the things you can do to try to sabotage this thing. You can, because that's what we're doing here. We're scheming a sabotage. If y'all hadn't caught that, but you can try to just break some important looking pieces. You know, something that looks important on there. You can try to smash it with a strength check.
Will be. Oh no, I thought you meant engineering. I will be terrible at this.
You could try to hack the mainframe on the thing, shut down its various subroutines one by one. Another way you could, you could try to jam the gears. Just use an engineering check, identify a weak point, apply some pressure, right? Or jam a stone into it, something like that. You can try to do that. There are other things that you can do. I mean, I'm not going to try to limit your ideas on this, but this should give you some idea about, ways to approach this, right? Now, the way this is going to work is, if you succeed on one of these checks, then I will award you 1 success. You need 10 successes to disable the harvester.
Lordy.
Now, the way this works, if you get a success, a lot of times it can have like cascading effects and can start snowballing into giving you, maybe more bonuses on your next check to do another thing to sabotage or something like that. However, if you fail, it can also start snowballing in the same way. Okay, so we're going to be moving in turn order on this. What I'm going to allow you to do, okay, is decide where you would like to situate yourself to begin this attack, right? So let me put you on a little map here.
I have
Okay.
a question.
Sure.
What is the range on the Pinkstone disruption?
It's 5 feet melee.
You've got to go
range.
up to. Shit. Okay.
Touch range.
Is that like going up to like components of the ship? Like how does that work? Like are you going up to like computer systems or like mechanical stuff and just using the pink stone? Like
Okay, so that's what. Let me put you on a map so that you can see what you're dealing with, and we can talk about this. Okay.
Okay.
I'm just gonna put you all right in front here. However, I want you to see
Oh my.
Oh boy.
this.
I don't like it, but I've got to admit it's an impressive feat of machinery.
It reminds me of the spice harvesters a little bit.
I just tried to left click the map to spin it around to see a 3D model.
How'd that work?
Yeah.
I clicked and dragged and selected some character or selected Gadget.
Yes.
So there's
All
that.
right. So in order for you to actually attempt a sabotage check, you need to get in melee range of the body of that. You don't have to get up on the higher where the arms meet or anything like that, but you have to be touching the frame, not the arm
Gotcha.
of the harvester. Does that make sense?
Yep, tracks
Yeah.
count.
Okay.
Like on the sides counts too.
Yes.
Okay.
You just have to be adjacent to the machine.
You have to be
somewhere.
adjacent to the actual machine's
Not the
Body.
arms.
body,
area.
not the arms.
Yeah.
Right. Josh, I don't have a 3D model for you, but maybe this will work in its stead. Some artwork
Oh.
in our.
Okay, so man, the scaling is way different.
Yeah,
I'm going to
big-
tell you, man. I mean, this is the map. It is what it is. The
okay,
artist
all right.
took some artistic liberties and shrunk the size of the thing in order to fit it into frame. It is actually much larger than it is depicted on the artwork.
Okay.
But it does look cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like a tank. It's like
yeah,
a big
it
tank.
looks-
It's
in-
large.
in the art, it looks like maybe a little bit larger version of a tank. Like on the map, it looks like
A warehouse.
middle school. You know,
Right.
Yeah, I mean this thing's
Okay.
45 feet across, not counting the arms.
Yeah, I can't imagine what its reach is like.
Substantial,
Well-
I reckon.
Yeah.
Probably about 65 feet from the measurements.
You're right. Yeah. So it's just like I'm going to be guard stepping everywhere.
So as I understand it, this is okay. We can do the pink stone or use strength checks to try to like just beat it.
or engineering and
Or
computers.
engineering or jamming. I mean, if you have
Yeah.
something
So
specific.
my immediate thought is like, I mean, I don't want to get in melee range with this thing, but I do think, but especially if there's like a potential for a cascade effect, like we really want to succeed at the early checks, like the first couple of them. And I think Hestia's computers and engineering give us the best chance of doing that starting off. You know?
Well, so we're going to be in turn order, right? So we'll all have different things that we're doing per round. I don't really have this skill set to do any of these things because my mysticism isn't high, but I can aid on mysticism. So if, you know, Morgan, if you want to go, the two of us to tag team some of the pink stone,
Yeah.
I have one and you have one, and I can give you mine. And then because I'm a Vlaka, I have the cooperative feature, which just means I get an extra +2 when trying to aid. So it's kind of a guaranteed aid.
Yeah.
Actually, once per round, okay, Shan is essentially a non-combatant, okay? I mean, I think we gave her a pistol at one point. For the purposes of the remainder of this book, Shan will not be dealing free damage for you all or taking hits or doing anything of the sort, okay? She's a non-combatant. However, once per round, Shan can automatically aid another on any one sabotage check that you want to do, right? So you essentially just decide amongst yourselves every round which one check you want a +2 on, because it's a free aid another from Shan. She's going to auto succeed on any attempt to help you aid in the sabotage.
All right, I'm gonna jump in character here because I think that's all the info, right?
Yeah. The last thing that I need though is I want you all before, like we're here, we're about to do this thing. Where would you like to approach from? You can put yourself within, like, no closer than, like, say 30 feet, anywhere you want around this harvester.
Before we do that, we're like kind of huddled in the seaweed, and we see it, right? And Roland will kind of, all right, team, huddle up. I propose that we break into a few different little squads. Morgan and myself should take the pink stone and try to disrupt using the pink stone. I think, Shan, you should go with Hestia and help Hestia with the hacking the tech. I think Gadrick and Vincent, you need to be watching R6. I'm sure as soon as we start messing with this, can expect company. And so, need you kind of watching guard. Morgan, as soon as if and when we get company, I will have to break from you to help in the fight. But it is imperative that we sabotage this thing thoroughly. Does everybody agree? Does anybody have any thoughts or
yes,
things to add?
My one drawback with your plan, Captain, is if I am alone with Shan and not near any of you who are actually doing skill checks, it completely negates my communalism ability to help you re-roll your checks. She says in a way that is not meta.
I understand, but I think that we'll have to trust on all of our own skill sets at this point, because we have to attack this tag team. You know, we can't all be in one place at once. You know,
I'm not suggesting we all be in one place. I'm suggesting I not be alone with no one else that I can help.
I mean, I'm not too bad with engineering computers. I can do a little something.
All right, out of character, I just don't think it's worth the communalism to have our combatants tied up. You know?
Okay.
I mean,
throwing away, like, the only skill we have to re-roll checks. Like, that's so valuable.
Well, look, I don't know. What's the point of going all separate and nimbly-bimbly off to the side, separate, splitting the party and whatnot? Why not just be all close together? We can, knock it out together. There's nothing saying you can't do computer stuff, same place you do the Mystic Pink Stone stuff.
It just provides a greater grouping, and if things go poorly, how can we help one another if we're all in the same pickle?
But the same
I
thing.
mean, like, what's the range on communalism, Heath?
10 feet. So, like, that's
Okay.
what I'm saying. Somebody has to be near me to use it to let them re-roll if they're doing a different check to try to break one of these systems.
And Zach, where do you have to be to do the computers and engineering stuff?
Like I said, for the purposes, I mean, logically, right? It makes more sense that you would have to swim up to like some kind of, you know, like the head of the tank or something like that, right? In order to get it. For the purposes of this, we are going to, you know, bend reality a little bit on that. You just need to be touching the machine.
To also for computers and engineering. That's all I was asking.
Right. That's I mean, yeah, that's I'm trying to tell you. I know it doesn't quite make
No,
perfect
I'm not worried
sense.
about that. I just wanted to know if you could do that at range or also had to be adjacent.
Right. I think it's
to-
completely justifiable. This thing's big enough and technological enough. Like, you could justify, like, I'm getting into electrical ports and stuff in
Sure.
many
right.
places.
Well,
And
then
now-
it doesn't seem like we have to split up, right? We all just kind of go up to the front of it, stay within 10 feet of each other, and you have your focus and we have our focus, and then our artillery folks are watching our back, you know. I do worry, like Emily, that if we're all in one place, we all get grabbed by the same thing, you know, or
Yeah, I
all
mean-
sliced by the buzzsaw.
I mean, I agree with that concern. I just think splitting into three groups, maybe we split into two groups, you know, so then, you know, maybe one gets messed up by a saw blade and the other group is still out of it. I get splitting for that purpose, but like if Hestia is with Shan, who's not real, like I cannot help you re-roll stuff, you know, which like I'm limited. I've got 4 resolve. I can do it 4 times. But like
Oh,
that,
you got to spend a resolve to do that?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay.
but I mean,
Well,
it's the difference in like if somebody natural ones one of these early on that can cause a cascading effect and make this fight harder and harder and harder. Like I want to communalism that.
Right. I get the appeal of that, Heath.
Well, I mean,
I agree. I mean, if we have to get 10 successful checks on it, I personally would like Gadrick to be up there trying, because I mean, he's got a plus 12 on his computers check.
Yep. Okay.
And
Listen,
a plus
we don't
14
do-
on engineering. Like, there's no reason for him to just sit there.
We don't
Now-
do subtle. Full steam ahead. Let's charge.
Okay, so we're all charging in. Now,
Frontal assault never
for
fails.
the
Never fails.
purposes of setting the scene, obviously this machine is moving along the floor. Now, we are playing a TTRPG. We are on a static map. We're certainly not going to be moving everything 10 feet up every round. So just imagine, as this thing's moving, you are swimming alongside it. I'm going to assume that you are all waiting enough to keep pace with the thing without expending your movement, right? There's just a conceit that we're going to make, because trying to do it any other way, it's like I don't want
Bogs
to do
it
it.
down
I
way
don't
too
want to do
much.
it.
It's
Yeah.
pausing to recharge some systems, right?
No, it's moving, and we're all moving with it.
Okay, I'm just trying to give you conceit so you don't
Yeah, yeah,
stress
yeah.
yourself out more than you already are.
No, I mean, I'm not, dude, I'm cooling, bro. Y'all are fixing to be
Calmer
the
than
ones
you
that are
are.
stressed out. I'm
Okay.
chilling, okay? But I just want, y'all to get an idea of, like, kind of how this looks, right? On the
Sure.
same page?
Yes, sir.
You can change your positionings. The time for strategizing is over. The time to fight
Is not.
is nigh. You all approach the harvester from the rear, sneaking up through the seaweed, and you prepare to strike, to make your move, to begin the sabotage. You've schemed long enough. It's time to enact it.
During
We
this
will
preparation, can I activate my cloaking field before we start the combat? I've been wanting to do that, but did want to interrupt.
I don't see why he couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. That'll last for 10 rounds.
Okay. And what effect does it have?
I can use stealth to hide even when in being directly observed and in plain sight. Attacking doesn't end it, but it does end that particular attempt to hide. And if I stay still for at least one round, I gain plus 10 bonus to stealth checks.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, Gadrick, we begin at the top of round 1 with you. What would you like to do?
All right, I guess I'm going to swim up and try and do something computery, something. Maybe hope it doesn't notice me.
Okay.
And you said computers or engineering for the...
You can do either. If you want to hack the mainframe, you can try computers. If you want to jam the gears, you can try engineering.
I think engineering.
Okay.
And I am, because I put it in front of me. And this, I think, might be the later time that I needed to save these for. I'm going to use a Dirty 30.
Okay.
Or a D30, inspiration, whatever you want to call it.
Absolutely.
Oh, that is a 7 on the D30 for a 21.
A 21
Yeah.
is a failure.
Oh, boy.
Gadrick, as you try to jam these gears, you get one of your arms stuck in the mechanism, and you are going to take... Ooh, this is going to hurt. Gadrick, you are going to take 12 bludgeoning damage from getting your limb stuck in the jammed gear, or attempting to jam the gear and getting it stuck. That is... that's a failure.
Yeah, well,
failure,
not
I'm
a
sorry.
fan, but all right.
Yup.
That is
Roland.
a quarter of my stamina.
Your turn.
I am going to move up, I don't know, was that 30 feet? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, I'm going to move up 30 feet, leaving the space for Morgan in front of me, and then ready in action to aid her, or aid them on their turn with mysticism.
Okay. Sounds good. Tia, you're up.
All right, I've got 40 feet of movement on Mantis, so I can get up there. And I mean, I like either an engineering or computers. They're equivalent.
You tell me.
Why is this not? Sorry. Yeah, I think I feel like more engineering. Like I am having a hard time making my brain be like, there's a computer system to hack into right here.
There
Like,
is.
maybe there's an underwater waterproof panel or something, I guess. Yeah, let's try to see if I can get in the subroutines and try to hack something down.
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, you can try to hack the mainframe if you want to with a computer's check.
Nice. And I want to get us success early to try to get this cascade effect rolling. So I'm going to go ahead and use a Dirty 30.
Okay.
Okay. 18 on the Dirty 30 plus 16. 34.
34. That is a success.
Nice. We got one.
So you got one success towards... Yes, Tia, you're able to hack in. You're able to start shutting down subroutines. I mean, this thing is still trucking along, but
Right.
you know that you're gumming up the digital works, as it were.
Right. In all of your comm units or whatever you hear, Captain, I'm in.
And you can repeat these. You can repeat these. You don't. It's not like you do one and that's it.
And then you got to switch to a different skill.
Yeah,
or
you can
whatever.
repeat. You can repeat the same checks. Yes.
Okay, good deal.
Okay. Good job, Tia. First success. Morgan, you're up.
Morgan is going to make that sound and move up. It's the sound they make when swimming, right? Like, that's how y'all do it. And get up in front of Roland and reach out and touch
Thanks.
Frame.
I'm going to try to aid. I'm going to blow on the pink stone first.
Nice.
Okay.
Good call.
All right, that's a success with a 14.
Okay. You know what? Let's go. D30, right here.
Yeah, you got like 37 of them.
I have 5 stars. Shut your face hole.
Might as well be.
Oh, it went into my, hold on.
In
Roll
your
it again.
beverage?
Just roll it again.
It went into my salad bowl. Okay, 15 on the die.
Okay.
Plus 14 mysticism. Plus my aid. What is that?
31.
30? 31?
31, Morgan. You're able to channel mystical energy into this pink stone, and it just like radiates out and kind of like, rattles and shakes the harvester a little bit, like on a molecular level.
Oh, fuck yeah.
It just absolutely starts disrupting its sensors. So, you do get 1 success from that.
Nice.
Now, the next check that anyone tries to hack the mainframe will have its DC reduced.
Woo!
Nice.
And we are at 2 successes.
Oh no, Morgan, you've aroused it.
I do have that effect on a whole manner of things.
Vibrating like that?
Not to brag, but
Not to brag, but brag.
No, that's true.
okay, Morgan, excellent job. Excellent job at the top of round 2 or the bottom of round 1, however you want to look at it.
Thank you.
Top round two.
We have arrived at the legendary champion swimmer himself.
Yeah, with my 20-foot swim speed.
Yes.
What did Mantis do?
Ooh.
She didn't do anything because I didn't think about it. The
Mantis-
only skill she can use is athletics.
Can I make a request to ride Mantis up to said harvester, being only 20-foot swim speed, and we are currently at a distance of 30 feet? Because then I can use my second action to try to do an engineering check, which I am trained in. It's a +4.
This is your chance to be mean, Zach.
Yeah, that would be like retroactively saying I left it behind for him.
Yeah. And also, in theory, you would have already been mounted up, like, going into this. I'm being mean,
No,
Jim.
no,
I'm
no.
gonna be quiet.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I prefer to have things realistic on this. So
I think you need to suffer John so that you figure out some other way to get more movement speed. Like
He literally can't. He literally can't.
it
With
can't
his-
be increased by any method.
Not
Yeah.
while he's
with
wearing
his-
heavy armor.
Yes, it can. You could take mechanic levels and get your own drone.
Oh my god.
That's what I need to do. That's what I'm going to do. All right. Remind me, chat. I'm going to go and
Remind me, chat. What is this?
right. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. Actually, I'm not going to multi-class for my own drone.
No.
So, alas, I can either spend 2 actions to get up there and not do anything, or I can just hang out with my best chum, Shan, over here, and just kind of like,
She's going to leave you.
all right, perfect. Yeah,
She
so,
always does.
Yeah. Damn, that's cold.
Roland
That's
speaks
fucking
from
cold.
experience, you see.
Well, I'm the one that left
Yeah, I know.
left her.
Yeah.
But,
Oh, sorry.
but, she is singularly focused on her work. You know what I'm saying?
So how I imagine that would go is like, as I'm talking to her, just like telling her like, yeah, this isn't in my bag. It's whenever the action really starts, I'll be in there. And as I'm talking directly to her, she's already just going ahead. I'm like, hold on.
All right, so I guess we're not using Shan's Ate Another this round.
Well, it's kind of too late.
It's kind of too late, right? You
I mean,
might
where
want
is
to
she in the
remember it next
order?
turn.
That's the
She's
thing.
not. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
In the
She's not a combatant. It's just like a free card that we get to play.
yes,
Gotcha. So anybody can call
I'm gonna
upon that
remove
card.
Shan
Got it. Okay.
from the map so that you don't. She's around. She's swimming around. She is evasive enough to not be a liability. Okay, and able to get into place.
Okay, I think my brain was looking for her to be in the turn order, so that was part of
yes. Right. She's not. She exists as a, a free aid another. I mean, like a thing, a tool in your kit.
She's
She's
nebulous,
a skill fairy.
You know?
She's a skill fairy.
Right.
Exactly.
Hey,
Exactly.
Just for my turn, I'm just going to move up to where I'm within 20 feet of the thing. And we'll just call it that.
Okay. You can definitely do that.
Cool.
And Mantis.
Why wouldn't you double move
Yeah.
just to go ahead and get up there?
If
Yeah, why
you're
would-
not
I
going
don't
to do
understand.
anything else with your turn, just go ahead and get in there so you can do a check next time.
So, we haven't initiated combat yet. And I do better with my gun, which could trigger an attack of opportunity if I shoot with a ranged weapon.
okay.
Maybe? Maybe I'm overthinking it?
You gonna shoot the tank?
Yeah, I mean, like, the combat with the tank is skill checks. Like, we expect there will be some reinforcements that show up,
Fair.
right?
Okay.
And then you'll have to deal with that as they come, because you won't know what direction they're coming
Yeah.
from.
No. Okay, all right, yeah. So, all right, all in all, I move up. Do a double move to get to the back of the harvester.
Okay. Absolutely. You do that. At the top of round 2. Approaching from behind you, you see 4 Kalo mercenaries
Yep.
arriving just as you thought. Yes, they're all approaching. They're all sort of separated, kind of closing in on you, like a little bit of a pincer attack, if you will. But yeah, they're here. They are now in combat. So, Gadrick, top of round 2. What are you gonna do, man?
Well, let's see ranges on them. 50, 40, 65, 65. All kind of surrounding us at range right now. Question is, shoot or try and do the thing? I'm probably leaning towards breaking away from this and shooting and trying to buy some time for the better skill checkers. So I think I am going to do that. So
Okay.
I'm gonna stay where I am, I think. Let's see, I've got 60-foot range on this pistol, so that'll be fine. I'm gonna shoot at the one that is immediately directly south of Gadrick.
Okay.
With a trick shot, as he do. So let's see.
All right. Absolutely. Go ahead.
Get that trick check.
Yep.
That was a 26.
26 is a successful trick.
Okay, cool. And then let's get that pistol attack, and hopefully I hit. Oh no, that's a nat 1.
It's a natural 1.
Hey,
Hey,
never mind. I was gonna say, what about
Wrong
that
character.
communalism?
I'm
But
not
no.
communalism a
Yeah.
gunshot. Not doing it.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, well,
Successful trick, but the shot goes wide.
yep. So,
Ooh.
here we are. And then using said
You
cloaking,
can move during the trick. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to. Was it a move action to, or is it an action to try and hide?
Well, you can't do that if you trick
If you
attack.
trick attack,
Oh, it
it's
is full.
attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm not moving.
Yep.
Well, actually, I take that
So-
back. I'm gonna move 10 feet south,
Okay.
and that
Alright.
is Gadrick's turn.
Absolutely.
He is not doing well this time.
That brings us to the Kilo mercenary, who is the southeastern one, right? And yep, it's got plenty of movement speed. So Gadrick, it is going to swim into melee range with you, and is going to attempt to attack you.
Let's hope he's not good at that.
That's going to be a 26 to hit.
Yeah, this trash armor I'm wearing, yeah, that hits.
Yeah? Okay. So, let's figure out how much damage you're going to take on that. Alright, so here's where we get into some interesting things. Gadrick, as you take this spear thrust from this mercenary, this spear is like singing, right? And you kind of feel that the magical resonance in the seaweed forest is affecting the energy component of this attack, right? So you are going to take 12 damage, 5 of which is piercing, 7 of which is sonic.
Okay.
But you're saying the seaweed affected the attack?
I'm saying the seaweed affects energy damage that everyone takes, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, the cans of beans absorb sonic energy, and so that's going to be reduced, obviously.
I mean, that's the best sound dampening you can have. It's just a room full of beans.
Beans, yeah.
Okay.
So how much was it? You said 12 damage?
It's 12 total. I don't know if you have any
I don't.
DR or energy. Yeah, okay. So 12 damage, piercing sonic.
Okay.
Coming at you. That is its turn. Roland, you are up.
Roland uses a move action to pull out his pink stone.
Okay.
And lets it just kind of float over to Morgan.
Okay.
And then is, as a standard action, we're going to do
attuning?
that. Well, yeah, of course, to Photon.
Okay.
Or actually, no, I'm going to do Graviton.
Okay.
Because fire damage is halved in here, right? In the water. I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to spend my standard action to do that charge up ability.
Oh, okay. Right.
What
So
was it called? It's combat meditation.
Combat meditation. Okay.
So I'm going to just try to roll a flat charisma check here to be DC 20. Mm-hmm. And if I do that, then I get fully attuned.
All right, let's see it. If not, you get 2 points.
That's a 19, but I do get 2.
Right.
I'm in there now, attuned 2 stages into Graviton, and that will be my turn.
And that's your turn. Very, very good. Roland, get ready for the fight. We move to the southwestern Kelo mercenary, who is going to swim right up to you, Roland. Mm-hmm. Same deal, right? Same deal. We're going to attempt to attack you. I don't think a 13's gonna get it, huh?
No, sir.
Okie dokie. Well, that's its turn. Another Kalo mercenary is going to move up. Now this one is going to attempt to swim past you, Roland, to get to your squishier party members. That will give you an attack of opportunity, though, if you'd like it.
Sure will.
Oh,
Help
no.
me, Captain.
All right, here we go.
Save us, you badass husky man.
That is a 17. That's not going to do it.
A 17 against,
Yeah.
is it KAC? EAC?
KC.
So that's a hit.
Oh, shit. All right. Let's go.
Nice.
All right. We got all the right damage modifiers on here. Here we go. That is 22 points of slashing damage. Well, 2 of that is cold damage, if that counts for anything.
2 of it is cold damage. Mm-hmm. So what do you roll on that? Like when you're, is it a D4 of cold damage that you're dealing?
D3.
A D3. So roll another D3.
Sweet.
Any energy damage that you deal, the damage die gets increased by 1 die here in the Seaweed Forest.
Let's go.
So 1d8s of energy damage become 2d8s, etc.
So that's another 1 point.
Another 1 point? So
23 points of damage total.
23 points of damage total. Very nice.
Yes, indeed.
Very nice. Good hit. All right.
It's like as he's swinging his glaive through the water, it's like freezing the water as he goes against the edges of his blade.
Oh, I like the flavor. Very nice. Tia, as this Kayla mercenary takes this slash from Roland, they're just charging straight towards you with this singing spear out, and is going to attempt to stab you with it.
Don't do that.
Oh, 26.
Oh yeah, you know that.
26 against your. Okay, this is gonna hurt, my friend.
I would assume so.
All right, well, you got off pretty easy, I think. 13 sonic and piercing damage.
Okay.
13. Yeah, I rolled pretty poor on my damage die. All right.
Okie doke.
It's your turn.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is sacrifice my move action to give Mantis the ability to do stuff. And I think it's gonna trigger an attack of opportunity, and that's fine. Like, I want them to have less reactions, and I'd rather Mantis soak it than literally anyone else. So Mantis is gonna, because I'm giving up an action, be able to full attack.
Okay.
So we're gonna do that. Because I'm gonna do a skill check.
Okay.
Okay, first shot is gonna be a 20 total with the -4 for full attacking.
Okay, well, they get an attack of opportunity first, though, right?
Yeah.
For firing the shot.
Uh-huh.
16 against the AC?
That just gets it.
Is Mantis under you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna take... Golly! 22 points of piercing and sonic damage.
Ooh, goodness. Okay.
All right, now the first attack that Mantis makes
Is a 20.
Yes. And that attack does go on Mantis.
Yeah, because she shot. I'm not
she
shooting.
shot. Right, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I was making sure that was
Yeah, I'm
clear.
going to do a skill check. I'm trying to get them in
Absolutely.
while I can.
So what's Mantis's first attack?
20.
20 is a hit.
Okay. Do you want the damage or the next attack?
Give me the damage.
All right. That's 18 acid damage.
18 acid damage.
Yeah.
With 17 HP remaining, Mantis blows this thing out of the water.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Would you
Okay.
like to redirect your second
Yeah,
attack?
my second shot. Could I shoot the one? Well, the one in front of Roland is probably going to get some cover, which I guess either one is going to get cover, right?
We've been supposed to roll on cover this whole time. Concealment, not cover.
Oh, because everyone has. They have concealment.
Yes,
and we have
they have
concealment.
concealment. Yes, I gotta.
All
Let
right.
me write that huge in my note here. Concealment.
Just put a big post-it note on your screen.
No, I just got it on my notepad where I'm keeping track of everything in this combat. Yes, so I'm not going to penalize anybody. What's done is done. Okay.
Yeah, but this next one. Will
This next
concealment.
attack, if you want to fire at either of the mercenaries that are kind of between you, they are going to have cover, right? And
Yeah.
you're also going to be rolling concealment.
Right. Yeah, I don't expect this one to hit, but you might as well try if you've got.
You might as well try.
Okay, so they're gonna have an equal amount of cover, so it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna shoot at the one in front of Gadrick because he's not our tanky boy. So, actually, that's a natural 20. Now that's gonna get taken away by the concealment. Wow.
All right, you got to roll a mischance, right?
Okay.
D100.
D100.
20.
Okay. 36.
That's a success.
That's
Absolutely.
a success. Let's
That's
go.
a crit. That is a crit,
Let's
sir.
go. That's
All right,
amazing.
Mantis. Let's see what we got.
Okay. Roll it twice or double it. I mix it up between games every time.
Roll it twice.
Okay. Okay, so that's going to be 14 plus 10. 24 damage.
24 damage.
Yep.
Very nice. Very nice. All that goes through, connects, hits hard.
So Mantis can't be healed by normal means, right?
No, but I do have two. There are items that you can use to heal mechanical constructs.
Yeah.
And I do have two of them.
Yeah, I was
Repair
just
kits or something
I was
like that.
yeah. I was just seeing if I could use my regroup.
I wish
cry,
you
but I
could,
can't.
man. If I eventually turn Mantis into an android, like, that'll work, you know? But I do have two advanced emergency repair kits, which are basically...
I guess I couldn't
healing
anyway
potions.
because I've already used my reaction.
Gotcha. Well, I appreciate
right.
you thinking of her.
All right, so what kind of skill check are we doing here, Tia?
So since I'm already in and kind of hacking on the mainframe, started to make some success, let's just keep that going.
Absolutely, let's do it. So
Remember, this one's reduced.
The DC is reduced by 2 this time.
Right. Okay. Pretty good. 27.
27 is a success.
Let's go.
That
Nice.
is another success. You're first in round 2. That's a total of 3 successes.
Dude, and that's so sick too, because like obviously Mantis is like in the shit or whatever, but like the drone is an AI connection, right? So it's like simultaneously tapping on the computer, shutting this thing down, and is controlling Mantis, who while she's taking hits and like really nailing them and taking these guys down.
she did a lot of damage. She did a lot of damage this turn.
Right.
Absolutely. Very good, Tia. That brings us to you, Morgan.
All right, Morgan.
Roland's Pinkstone is floating beside you.
I just yoink,
Yep.
grab that.
Okay.
And we'll holler out to Shan. Can you help? And I want to
Of
get
course, sugar.
a mysticism.
Okay, so you'll get an automatic aid on that mysticism check.
Okay. Should I use it? D30?
I mean,
Sure, fuck it.
You can't take them with you.
Don't you have
Can't
like
take it with
5?
I have 4.
well, she used one last turn. She's doing good.
Okay.
Okay, 16 plus 14 plus 2 is like, what is
32.
that? 32.
Absolutely enough for that success on the Pinkstone. You know, you are disrupting those sensors, and again, the next hacked mainframe check is going to have its DC reduced.
Woo!
Yeah, and in like telepathically, even though we're right next to each other, you hear from Hestia, it's like, you're doing fantastic. If I had to be backed against a wall, defenseless, while my friends defend me with anyone, I'm glad it's you.
Of course you are, darling. They're just trying to
Okay,
be cool.
Pull a Han Solo, I got you.
Everybody's got a bit.
So, the remaining mercenary swims in from the southwest, going around their ally and getting directly into melee range with you, Morgan,
Oh,
and is
fuck
going
you.
to attempt to stab you. All right, so first let's see if we can hit the attack. That's a 24 to hit. I think that's gonna hit, but I gotta roll a D100.
Oh yeah, give me that.
I gotta roll
Concealment.
this chance. Yep.
Please fail. Come on, be cool. Fail.
I rolled a 4.
Nice.
That's a miss.
Yeah. The seaweed. Okay, so here it is. I imagine like we got a little bit of like the residual seaweed because we're behind this thing, which is pulled up a lot already. But there's still some around, and like Morgan's connection with the Aglians and everything kind of helps maybe the seaweed go whoop 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 and like fuck it up a little bit.
Yeah, there's something a little fucky-wucky about why that thing didn't hit, Morgan. You're not quite sure. You're like, whoa.
I got vibes.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so they had missed. That brings us to Vincent.
All right. So Vincent is going to wheel around and try to fire on the relentless Kalo mercenary that's currently assaulting Gadrick with his soldiers' primary fighting style, sharpshooter. Sniper's aim allows me to negate 2 cover. So,
Okay.
I just imagine that he's just, Gadrick's just so short that he just shoots over him.
He's just a little guy.
Just a little guy.
Right. So let's go ahead and get that real quick. Okay, that's a 19 on the die for a total of that'd be 31.
Yeah, that's definitely a hit, but I need you to roll mischance.
Yep. And I'm just going to roll that off of Foundry.
Sure.
Okay, that's a 62.
That's a hit, sir.
All right.
What kind of weapon is this?
So this is going to be a ranged weapon. It is it's a piercing.
Just
rail
piercing
cannon,
damage?
I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's get that damage roll.
All right. Okay, so that's going to be 2 plus 6 piercing, so that's going to be 8.
8 damage total?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
just
a
8.
good. That's a hit. It's still alive, but that is absolutely a solid hit.
That's just my first action.
Okay.
The weapon is unwieldy. Okay, so I can't fire it again in the same round.
Okay.
So instead, what I'm going to do is he's going to go ahead and kind of wheel back around towards the back of the harvester, and I guess he's going to try to interact with this this console.
yeah.
You don't have an action.
All you have is a move action.
Yeah, you don't have a standard
so it's
action.
not. It takes a standard action to do it.
It's a standard action. Yes, I'm sorry.
I thought it was a move action. Okay, all right. No, all good. Fuck. Hold on. Let me look at the traits of my weapon real quick. Don't think I can do anything. And if that's the case, I pass my turn. Yep.
Okay, so coming in to the top of round 3, the situation is you currently have 3 Kalo mercenaries on your butts, right? 1 looks bloodied and then some. We currently have 4 successes towards our sabotage of the harvester. And I hate to do it to you folks, but we'll see ya.
Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Thanks for listening to the STF Network. If you want to hear more from us, check out our other Starfinder and Pathfinder shows at the STFnetwork.com. That's the STFnetwork.com. And support us on Patreon to listen to our bonus podcasts, including our homebrew adventures and Tom Talks, our behind-the-scenes show. Stay groovy, possums.